Everybody,
Come on in,
come on into
everybody.
our
Come on
world.
in.
Come
Come
into
on
our
in.
world.
Yeah,
Welcome,
come on
welcome,
in.
welcome. Welcome. This your man Sheed from To The Point Podcast, man.
Robbie Khan, your old head. I'm present. You know I'm here.
Walaikum salam to Allah. What's up, Slick?
Yes,
Listen,
so, Slick. What's up, homie? Homie?
listen.
We need the
This the
feedback
re-up,
on this
right?
one here, homie.
This the re-up here, right?
Yeah,
Re-up. We was talking about um what is it, you know what I mean? What's a feeling? In rap lingo, what's a feeling, right? And is a
right.
feeling to be sanctioned? Oh, we good, alhamdulillah. How about you, man? Listen, a feeling, real quick, real brief.
Right.
If cats wasn't tapped in or y'all ain't privy to this, is when a cat take bars, use empty bars, right? In a rap that don't mean nothing to bridge to some other words that mean something. So it'd
Right.
be like it don't have no relevance to the content of the rap or nothing like that. They just using it because they can't think of nothing else to get to their next words, right? So peep this here. A lot of people do it. We was asking the folks,
I
is
love
it
you too,
cool to
homie.
do
My fault, Sheik.
or is it ain't cool to do, right? And um is a cat still to be classified as one of the top rappers, the best rappers? If they do a lot of this, or you catch them out there doing it, you know what I mean? And my homie and Robbie Khan had some sentiments, right? He basically said, it's up to everybody's discretion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Because I said that because I have a whole large pool of rappers, 100%. I'm going to say 100% of them fill in. I don't know one rapper that don't have one bar of
Your
filling.
volume up on your joint.
Would you say, Shay, you can't hear me?
A little, I hear you, but it's like
Wait
a
a minute.
little,
Wait a
like
minute.
it's low.
How about now? Hear me better?
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right, bet. Yeah, so all right, I'm
Salam
gonna bring that
alaikum, Kareem. Abdul
Dream,
Kareem.
what's up, homie? Yeah, I'm gonna bring that
So,
beat
boy,
back
what you
for
was
you,
saying?
man. I'm saying like I don't get no metaphors out, man. Sometimes that's a little too much for the people, man. Everybody use feelings, man. It's up to the listeners to detect it or not. Then it's up to the artist to be clever enough to hide the way he or she use feelings so the listener can't detect it. 'Cause, I mean, I'm a good listener to lyrics. I don't know not one rapper that haven't used a feeling in one way or another. You know, is it sanctioned? Yes, it is. The moment that person signs his name to a contract, it's allowed. It's up to the consumer to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? That's why we trying to get all the back in the day lessons. So going forward, you know what the hook to watch for and what not mean like and follow. So this so to say. I mean,
Right,
because music is good. Rap is something different. And
right,
I'm talking to the pure rap heads.
right.
Because hip hop make very good music. You know what I mean? But then dudes want to try to rap, that's a whole different thing from where I'm coming from. What you say, Shake?
I'm gonna say this here, right? I believe that from a consumer perspective, it ain't that big a deal, right?
Right, right.
Because most consumers got a different ear they listening with. They're listening to an ear to be entertained, to get me to dance, sing along, and a lot of times a consumer is skimming.
That's what I'm about to say.
So
That hold that thought, Shake. Remember you said the other
yeah,
day.
yeah, and from a consumer perspective, I think that's okay because they ain't dealing with the rocket science of rap.
Right.
But when it comes down to cats that know what it takes to be a top 5 art lyricist or rapper, whether it be a peer rapper, one of your peers, or somebody just know enough of the sport that's able to judge,
Right.
and they get to spitting out these top 5s and all that, I believe that that's where it counts at. And that's where it should be called out at, on that level of the game.
Okay.
And I believe that if a cat finds some holes, or he has some holes in his game as it relates to fill-ins, he should be knocked down some notches in the ranking. That's my personal joint.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of hard because the people is, it ain't just the top lyricists that doing the judging. You know what I mean? Because, all right, watch this. Hey, this my man, man. You know what I mean? I love Christopher Wallace like it's my little brother. I love that guy. I never met him a day in my life. But I felt like we grew up together. Our story's so similar. I was the fat boy, he was the fat guy. Now we had a lot of similarities coming up. You know what I mean? He was fat fly boy, I was
I'm gonna
fat
get to you,
fly guy
Slick.
down South Philly. You know what I mean? And he did his 1-2 thing. I did my 3-4 thing. You know what I mean?
Come on in, y'all. Welcome to our world. Go ahead.
But
Excuse me.
even Biggie Smalls used feeling. You know what I mean? His feeling wasn't the kind of feeling that I would use if I was rapping. But that was his feeling. I mean, I think. Because I think the cleverness, the way his mind rotated, he could have came up with another bar than girl so bad I drink a bath water or some stuff he said. I mean, all that stuff that's out of pocket. I mean, how you suck on somebody such and such. I don't want to say that stuff, man. I don't even believe he said it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's something that Biggie Small said. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I can go back and find stuff that this one said that wasn't cool. Karis one said stuff that wasn't cool. I can go right now this time. If I dig deep enough, I can find bars on almost everybody that's a feeling on one way or another.
Hold that thought. This was Slick said. You
Yeah.
see how you say find bars from anybody?
Yeah.
Slick Watts said, Sadiq. Slick Watts said, Hove said it best. You made it a hot line, I made a hot song. Even Hove do it. He just spin it in a way he was bigging up his brother.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, who that?
Slick
Abdul, I
Watts.
see you
Slick
out there.
Watts. Slick
That's my old
Watts.
head right there. I don't call a lot of dudes old head, but that's my old head right there. I see that. What's up, homie? Hey, hey, Slick Watts, man, take the mask off, man. I know who I'm talking to. But Pete G, right? You right, man. Jay did do it very clever. But to me, that's, yeah, I know what it is. I know it is. That's why I say take the mask off. I know it is, love. So check it out. It's all love, Mark. So look, right? So Hov do it in the way where it's though, and I know he got bars he
You
can come
too
up with
hot, mashallah.
other than putting that in there like that. You know what I'm saying? I know he got some other stuff he can, but that's just to make the people happy. Like you said, for the dance floor, for the entertaining the air. You know what I'm saying? So it's cleverness, it's slick shit, it's manipulation, it's a whole lot of other stuff that these dudes use, but at the end of the day, it's feeling, man. It's feeling rap, someone's rap, man.
My highlighting point is, like I said, I believe it got to do with the people who judging,
Right?
because it's okay, like you said, to get that pass on a regular consumer, right?
You're right. You're right. They do it
But
all the time.
but
Right?
when it start getting intricate about who the top 5 best are alive and all that, I'm a firm believer that that should be a factor, a determining factor to rank a person. And if it's not, then we all on some ain't really giving it its just due, given the sport and the skill of it, it's just due. If we allowing guys to slide with that and still be called top dog when we catching it out there.
No, Shake, what's happening is the panel of judges is not selected properly.
Okay.
They got Billy Bob from Alabama in the backwoods mowing the lawn. He
Okay.
listening down. He listening down on the farm. I mean, they got him judging. Then they got, I mean, they got Lil Malik. That I mean, his name is Malik. You understand what I'm saying? He don't hip hop. He don't none of that.
Right.
What I'm saying is, the panel of judges, they ain't.
What they trying to law meet
They're
you?
not the ones that should be doing the picking.
I see you out.
The judges should be our peers, our culture, and people that are closely knitted to our environments. They don't have to be black or nothing like that, all black, I'm not saying that. But involved in our neighborhoods and our environments to have a close ear to what's really going on. And they gotta know what's inside of rap. Inside of rap, they gotta know it. I mean, if not, we need a better panel.
Right.
I mean, everybody go to the Arizona same. You know, I like top 3. The top 5 is giving them. I like gold, silver, and bronze, man.
Top 5 give you too much wiggle room.
Yeah, man, gold, silver, and bronze. Everybody else go home and work out some more, man.
Top 5 give a joker too much wiggle
We
room,
only
right?
celebrating gold, silver, and bronze. How we celebrate? Well, I don't know what you call other one. What do you call after bronze? What do you call it?
I don't even
Copper?
know.
You get the copper. Then we have the copper.
So Joker's trying to get copper status on the rap
I
tip.
don't know what you call it, man. They talk the top 5.
Top 5 should be top
man.
3.
Top 3, man.
And listen, I think we covered that enough to let a person know that in a nutshell, right? The highlighting point is, it's up to your discretion, but I'm gonna put it out there. I listen with a different ear. I listen with a different ear, and I critique a different way, and I take
Hey, Marcus,
points off.
don't go nowhere. I'm gonna put the world on this real fast. My fault, Shay. Go ahead.
I take points away from people who fill in. I do personally.
Right.
I take score away. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, Slick, dig this, right? You remember this? We on the corner of Mr. James' house. Talking about 87. I was LL Cool J'd out. You said I was Mr. Rob then. You like Mr. Rob. You don't know about KRS-One? I'm like, I heard of him. He all right. You like, no, his new joint crazy. Check it out. I'm like, no, it's cool, Mark. Like, no, I got the tape. Listen to it, man. Matter of fact, you can hold the tape. Latif, Salam Alaikum. Right?
Salam Alaikum, Abdul Latif.
And I found out that day that boy KRS-One was hot, man.
So you saying Marcus put you on KRS-One?
Marcus KRS-One. That day he gave me the tape. Gave me the tape. Said,
That's good money, cousin.
Marcus made me a KRS-One fan. KRS-One fell off a little bit though. He fell off. That's still my guy.
He fell off a lot. No, see, I'm gonna tell you what I call.
You remember that Marcus did? Yes, sir. I see you, bruh.
When you say fell off, right?
He stopped. He probably stopped.
Say it again.
He probably just stopped.
No, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Oh, my
That's
bad, my bad. But you ain't no baby.
that's what it is. You know what I mean?
Nephew.
So yeah, let's get to the cold beverage, y'all. Cold beverage,
Let's do it.
right?
Let's
Cold
do
beverage
it. Like,
segment. I got one here.
yeah.
Casanova 2 times. Hold your
Right.
head, buddy. I never met you personally, but I know my son and a couple people that's close to me rubbed up against you, you know what I mean? And they ain't ever told me nothing bad about you. Casanova 2 times. He's under the same type situation with an indictment. They caught up with them like, a couple years back. He been down on maybe 2 years, year and a half, 2 years now, right? They said he pled guilty to some offenses. You know
Right.
what I mean? And they say that he's facing up to 60 years, right?
I hate when they do
For
that,
your
man.
offenses,
I hate
right?
when they do that, man. They
And
try to make they try they try to make you paranoid and push panic.
see, this the highlighting point every time I touch this up, and I hope everybody getting it right. And this ain't directed towards nobody. This is some general advice and reminders, right? Everybody know what come with the game before they play the game. So when a joker make a conscious effort or a conscious decision to play the game, they know what's coming up the pipe. So if what comes up the pipe laying in your lap, stand on it like a man is all I ask. And all that should be done is just stand on it like a man. Don't get the flaking out, trying to give it back when you earned it. Or trying to give it to somebody else when you earned it. You earned it, don't try to give it to somebody else, man.
So they can
That's the
stand
part
on
that's
it.
not respectable.
Right, he want them to stand on it. Yeah, right, get out of here, man.
Cause back when I was coming up, anything that I ever done and got caught for, all the way through to the sentence, I stood on it. I ain't cry. I ain't crying the penitentiary all day. Oh, I'm trying to get out of here and all that. Because I know what I did to get in there from the gun bust.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
So my thing is, I'ma say that. And I don't think Main Man crying, he facing the music. Look, man, I'm gonna plead out before it get ugly, because there's a lot of dudes on that indictment too. Many men, right?
Right.
And you never know how that's gonna go. Most of the time, that ain't gonna go right with all them dudes, man. I'm telling you. You know?
So I'm gonna tell you what I said the other day, shit. And it's sad,
Like
but it's
full,
true.
like a normal full.
You understand? Say what?
No, go ahead. I'm listening. Tawfiq, Sadiq. Little
It's
Nizzy, my son, Sadiq.
man. It's hard, but it's fair. You know what I mean? All right, let's walk with me one time, man. Like I said before, excuse me. When you get a certain age as a man,
Right.
you got to stop doing boy shit. If you get caught up as a man on slippage, you have to stand up and be accountable. Especially if you have little young men and young boys watching you misbehave as a man. You got to straighten that out. You got to account for it and almost salute to it. And let your young ones know that it was an error in your behavior, that this is not proper behavior. We got to stress that to the young ones coming up, or they might follow the same path and make it all the way to grown man status or young man status and trip up on some games they was playing or learned when they was young boys. See, it's a transition state or stage that a lot of young men transfer. I mean, a lot of young boys, when they transfer to young men, don't graduate properly. You know, a lot of the senior men over top of the young boys ain't showing them the ropes the right way or how to climb up the rope. You know what I mean? It's a certain technique you got to do, especially in these streets. Listen, man, I ain't toot my horn, none of that. But I wasn't on the sidewalk. I was in the asphalt out there in the street, man. You understand? Nothing to be proud of, none of that. But that's where life led me. And once again, there's no toot or no horn, nothing like that. But I had some thorough old heads that was guiding me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I listened to some other people that didn't even know they had no influence on me. But I knew they was some dudes that I should be listening to. Your old head, Robbie Khan, I got some penitentiary time. A lot of us do. But I ain't got a lot of that TikTok under my belt, man. I got 2 years. Got 2 years under my belt, man. I was skating. I was sliding. I was listening. I was learning. Then I got out of that stuff, man. Gotta leave that stuff alone, man.
Hey, can I interject real quick?
Yeah.
I want to interject right now. I want to say, and I want to put this out. You know me, Khan.
Right.
Just for the sake of argument and debate and covering all ground, because you got different mindsets.
Right.
And every mindset ain't the same.
Right.
I want to cover all tracks.
Yeah, cover them. I'm lost. Give it to me, babe.
What about the ones who may say or may think that a lot of us guys, wisdom, right? You all right with your eyes?
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm blind in one eye, the other eye's a bad.
A lot of y'all guys that talk that language.
Yeah.
Do right, young buck. Do this. Straighten out. You gotta do this. You gotta learn that, right? What if they say that we're talking from a place of experience, personal experiences, right?
Yeah.
And wisdom that they haven't attained yet, and they haven't matured to that mindset yet to even give an ear to guys like us. Because it takes a certain, you got to graduate through certain ranks. And first of all, you got to survive the game. And that I used to think was on my personal merit, right? That I survived the game. I thought I was crediting it to me. Until I got mature enough to find out that it was the creator that was sparing me through a lot of the deep, dark things I was into from the gun bust. He was sparing me because I didn't do anything not to get murdered or go to jail for the rest of my life. I ain't do nothing special. Not me. I was putting myself right in the mix like that. I was in the mix, living in the mix. Coming out without a scratch. You know, I done seen dudes get their brains blown out right with me or in front of me, or you know, I ain't gotta get into war stories. But my highlighting point is
You was sliding.
Pete, what I'm saying. That wisdom that we speak with,
right,
come from that, from surviving the game, and the creator blessing us with some insight to mature. Some cats don't get the same shot as us. And then when they do get it, it may be too late. A joker might wake up like this, like me and you, After they got life in jail, they talking like this.
You're right, Sheik.
You
And
get what I'm saying?
that's see, and that's
So I count
part.
that as a blessing, right? First. And we can only try to appeal to these youngins to the extent that they mature enough to listen. Because we can preach forever until they finish their experiences. I don't think a lot of the talking, you only gonna reach a few with the talking. And that's just my true sentiments, man. I believe not downplaying it, because if you could save one life, it's like saving the whole world. But
check the rhyme, Sheik. Check the rhyme, right?
yeah,
This is deep because if you do and if you can save one life, that one life can now transcend and touch many lives. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want none of mine coming up through the rough terrain and all the GSBS. I had to get through the hungry nights, the not knowing when I'm going to do this and when I'm going to get a chance to go here. You know what I mean? And then when I did, I wasn't very appreciative because I thought it was owed to me. You understand what I'm saying? So along the way, it made me start taking things that wasn't mine. You know, we have to always keep in mind these young kids is watching us, man. So we have to model a behavior that's representing manhood.
let me interject again, please,
Yeah.
because it's relevant right here. What you said is we got to keep in mind that the young kids is watching us.
Yes.
That's because we've matured to be an exemplify the right character.
Hey, Shay, you'd be surprised, right? How many men is mature? You'd be surprised. And what happens is no one is galvanizing us together. We need, maybe me and you is going to have to be the glue. I mean, because just like build a man, we got to build and build a woman. We all need queens to go home to. We all want to lay up with somebody smelling well and looking well. You know what I mean? Smelling nice, looking nice. Soft and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? We gotta be upright as men. We have to shape up, stand up, cut the fat off the meat, man. And I can't say it. I mean, I'm gonna keep y'all on that, man.
Now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back home to make it relevant towards my man and guys like him, because I want to speak on Young Thug and Gunna and all them dudes, right?
Right.
And y'all always hear me say this too, right? But it's always a flip side of the coin that you hear, and I think that in these issues, sometimes it's not no right or wrong, because the two sides, we would be hypocritical at a point to believe that, or to say that them guys is wrong and browbeating them with wrong, while we were the same young guys. We got to understand the mindset. You get what I'm saying? So I say that to say this. Them guys that's rapping and they're in in a position where they're being watched and game is being taken from them
Right.
indirectly because they're in the public eye, right?
Right.
And they're influential people, but they're using their influence in a negative. This is the people I'm trying to point out, right? What I believe trickles down to society, especially these days, is the fact that none of these guys are looking at it through the scope that you're putting out there, Con, that there are younger people watching every move you do and they're being influenced by it. Especially you dudes that's rap stars and all this. They
Hey,
know the
Shay,
rap game always been very influential in our community.
hey, Shay, once again, right? Let me cut in right here once again,
Yeah.
right? Because I can care less about those jokers, man. I'm talking to the one wise young man that want to gain a little more hikmah and be a little more patient with his younger up and comings under him. He might want to guide his young boys. He might got a little brother, a little cousin that he don't want to be led astray. He might already got. Let me tell you something my grandfather told me. Tell you something my grandfather told me, man. My grandfather told me I might have been about no older than 11 years old. And I thought I was the slickest thing as an old can, man. And I got caught stealing. My grandfather took me in the basement and gave me a fair one, Shay. Boop, bop, boop, bang. I walked out of the basement, busted nose, busted lip. He let me keep the money I stole. But guess what he told me? You shouldn't steal, because you ain't good at it. And someone else catch you stealing, they might kill you. Right? And you should be, he didn't say this, but this me getting old, I put this part to it. So when you steal from something, you should be willing to kill them. Right? Our young boys and young men that's looking up, they see everything that's going on. We're not gonna model right. Let's at least put a blanket on some stuff, man. Let's cover our tracks a little better. And for the ones that is, or the one that do, or maybe it's the few out there that's listening, be that leading light, that guiding light. You know what I mean? Because like I said, one to turn to 21, 21 to turn to 101, 101 to
Right.
1,000,001. You know what I mean?
Now peep this, right, Con?
Yeah.
I want to cap it up by saying I'm in total agreement with that. Like I said at the beginning, I threw the other side out for the sake of debate, argument, because
Right.
some may say,
I'm hip.
but now peep this though. What I was trying to say is I'm trying to appeal to those guys that's in the public eye. Because they say this when it come down the pipe. I done heard this too. I'm nobody's role model. I ain't no role model, man. So don't look at me as an example. But they're having a whole disregard for their status and position that they were blessed to be placed in. A whole disregard for that, and you'll use that status, that position, to you'll rather misguide with it than guide.
No, can I say what that is, Shake? Let me tell you what that is, honestly, right? And you know your boy, man. That's a slap in the face to Allah, man. That's a slap to me. When somebody get up to that level, and they got the I don't know what the word for that is, man. But to get there, and
The
bless. First
audacity.
of
The
all, to come
audacity.
in the trash can, right? To get on top of the dumpster. Now you in the compactor. Now you way out. You somewhere. You so far. You on top of the Hilton Hotel somewhere from the trash can. Everybody looking up at you, and you got the gall to say you're not a role model. Now God has blessed you and took you from the lowest to the highest, and everything in between. You ain't gonna show them or love on them to help them come out the trash can. What kind of selfish stuff is that, man?
It's real
I
selfish.
kick that person right there back, man.
Yeah.
Get down up that hill, up the top, man. I kick them down, man. That's how I
Yep.
do.
Now, peep game. Take them jewels, y'all. Now, listen to this one. Let's get on Young Thug and Gunna.
Right.
Both in custody. 26, 27 man indictment. They both went up bail here. They both been denied. Now, Young Thug's lawyer is trying to press the buck for him to get out, playing the card about the conditions that he's in. They got him in the hole, little window in the hole, light on all day. He 23 and 1. He, you know,
They treat me.
he go from on top of the world to underneath, to the gum underneath my soul in a matter of days. My highlighting point is, when you see these guys, I just saw them on top of the world partying. I want the youngins to peep this. On top of the world partying, right? When you see them now in this predicament, right? Take a lesson, right, from the looks on their faces. They don't have to say a word. I'm keying into them boys how they looking, kind. They're at bay. They're in trouble. They feeling it. They're real meek and scared. Listen, I'm watching them. It ain't the same energy. So I want the youngins to peep that side of the fence just like you peep the glitter. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because everything glitter ain't gold.
Man, I'm keying in, man.
Key into them boys' faces when they show them in them courtrooms with them shackles in front of them folks, and they at bay, and they ain't got no power over what's get ready to happen to them, and they sitting there scared. Take a note from that. I want you youngers to key into that part and understand that that's where the buck should stop at. Oh, I don't want to be in that hot seat. You shouldn't want to be in that hot seat. I'm talking about Young Thug and Gunna now. I'm watching these guys. I'm keying in because I'm OG. I'm looking at their faces. I see all apprehension. Oh, I'm at bay. I'm confused. I'm worried. You know what I mean? And I'ma say scared. Some people might say, oh, them niggas gangsters, ain't you? Listen, man. Come on, man. You understand where I'm coming from? Because I've seen guys, listen, Kai, I've seen guys wear the same skin.
Right.
Right? And like I told you, stood on it. Wasn't scared, ain't flinch, ain't blink an eye.
Right.
So I know the difference. The bottom line news is, and the highlighting point, you don't want to wind up in that seat. Them seats they sitting in now, they was in the king's thrones. Right? Now they on the guillotine. They on that seat waiting, you know what I mean?
I ain't gonna go in long. I ain't even going on deep end. You know, I usually go on the deep end. I'm gonna stay in the shallow. I'm gonna stay in the shallow water one time. I ain't gonna go in long. It's gonna be a quick dive, bro, in and out real fast. It was people murdered. It wasn't just a narcotics indictment. It is a firearm indictment. They have multiple homicides on this indictment. It's not good when them people come and say, go get them. We got everything we need. I don't know. And I'm choosing my word. I'm walking on ice right here, man, because I like them two young boys, man.
Me too. It's
Man,
nothing. I'm not talking personal. I'm talking about their situation
no, that's what I'm saying.
and telling the
But,
youngins to take a lesson,
right.
man.
And I'm saying it this way. I always shout out my youngest as far as the older heads have to model for the younger ones. Somewhere along the line, young Thug and Gunna was misguided, especially when they got them big checks. You understand what I'm saying? Start getting that big money in, and they start somewhere, I believe, listen to this wrong, negative, influencer. The youngest out there who's got a promising basketball career, you might sing, you might put the boxing gloves on, box nigga head off, you might run the football real good. You might be an artist. I mean, making blaze your own saddle, flying behind my man footsteps. You might be a writer. Whatever it is you do it. Believe in yourself. Have confidence in yourself. Trust in God. Don't turn your back on God. And I believe that young Gunna and young Thug, like I said, I didn't say it, I'm saying, if that happened and they was involved in that, if they can't slide out and they got to stand up, they have to stand up, shit. Like I said, it's sad, but it's true. It's hard, but it's fair, man.
I like to always say alleged, right? Because I don't know the facts of their situation.
Right.
So I always say alleged because
Right.
that's what it is. It's allegations, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying the predicament they're in is crazy when you got 50 homicides and stuff, 50 shootings, homicides dating back to 2015 that they're trying to blame these guys.
Did baby mom get killed? Was that him?
Yeah.
Baby mom got killed, right?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And
It's
it's sad because once again is an example, right, of some short-lived fame and a person being placed at a status where they could have benefited many in a positive way, but instead they're taking a hard fall in a negative way, and is another L we taking. It's another L, man.
No one bites the dust, man. That
His
goes
family, that boy got children. At what point are we going to resolve to say we're going to prioritize like this? Those things are the most important things to me more than street principles. My children, my loved ones. When are we going to mature and say, yeah, I had my brush in the streets. And wallahi, I swear by Allah, people watching this that know me. I'm talking about know me from throwback, that know me. Know me. Some cats that haven't followed me all the way through, and they knew me just back then, but they ain't knew me through my transitions, wouldn't even believe I'm talking like this, man.
Right, 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 right,
Real talk.
right,
Real talk. You credit check it, right? So I know what that goofy mindset about. All the way live, I know it. You feel me? I'm grateful. I'm sitting here grateful today that I was spared that stuff that I was into and I was elevated. That's what it's about. So when you got guys sitting in front of y'all like me and this guy going out to the masses and we talking like this, listen, take the jewel. Take the jewel. Take the jewel. Because if you say and you go any other way with it, you're going to have to learn from experience. And like I said early in this talk, some people experiences they can't come back from. So it still ain't a lesson learned.
right.
Maybe somebody else would take a lesson from you, from something what happened to you. You get rocked, you get life in jail.
Yeah.
You get the iron kufi, the fart room. You get the hot shot, and the spectators looking on, and they take a lesson from that.
Right.
With that being said, hold your head, young thug, and stand up, man up, and go through what you got to go through. The young boy, Young Gunna, he looks real apprehensive. I don't know him. I've heard some things about some past issues with him when he was younger, about a homicide. I seen some footage, and they was trying to allege that the person that was putting up was trying to allege that he supposed to ratted before on something. His cousin got murdered, or so he was a kid. I don't know the details, but I know that from media, right?
Right.
I'm not putting that on him.
Right.
What I'm saying now is this. Y'all dudes was flying high.
Right.
If y'all get blessed to get out of this, come on, man. Y'all should be doing what me and this guy doing, speaking to the masses now, trying to redirect.
Shit, I don't know many people beat the indictments, man.
Yeah, man, once them people come, I'm always had hope. I don't want nobody to get that, man.
Hope is the only thing you can hold on to at this point. But even with hope, I mean, I ain't Reggie, Jesse Jackson.
Right.
They better pray.
Listen, with that being said, let me ask you something. We change the climate a little bit.
All right. What's the
To the
up?
point, we talk hip hop, we talk rap,
What's the up?
off beat, right?
Right? What's the up?
I need you to do me a favor, Robbie Khan.
All right.
Name for me
Right.
your top 5 female R&B artists that brought the choreographer dance flavor to the game with them. Who was your top 5 singer, dancer, women
Damn.
in R&B?
Damn.
Everybody can chime in. I'm waiting on y'all. Put them in the comments.
All right, Shake. Once again,
All City, what's up?
man, you be hitting me up.
Do.
Who that, my homie? Yes, so. Hey, you hit me up, man. But you know how I do, Shake. I do top 3s, man. Top 5. I'm gonna try to give you honorable
Some
mention.
things you guys stretch out.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
tell you why.
4 and 5.
Yeah, go ahead. All right.
I told you 4 and 5 is copper and lead, man. They get the copper and lead medal. But my top gold, silver, and bronze, I'm gonna say, oh man, this is crazy. But can't call her name, right? But I know off top, I want to say, see, everybody say Janet Jackson, right? But only dance I ever seen Janet Jackson do was run down over a chair, man.
No, you not give up. No, you're not telling the truth, Con.
I ain't never seen Janet. I mean, really.
You must be kidding.
Uh,
But go ahead.
I'm bidding a little bit.
Yeah, you must be
I'm
kidding. Janet Jackson.
But she never do Michael Jackson stuff.
No, Janet Jackson on the
Yeah,
dance
Janet.
vibes, on the choreographer. You
Okay.
must be kidding, bro.
Okay.
Don't do it.
I gave her number one. I gave her the number one spot.
Oh, but you said you give her number one from jumping off.
Yeah, I told you I'm bidding. She got the number one spot for her, man. She was a bad little young John back then. Everybody was lusting. She ran over a chair, man.
Okay, Janet,
Right.
number one. Let's go.
I said the other day I can't call her name, but she used to dance her ass off, man.
Was she a singer?
She sung with the group Shalimar, and she came off a Soul Train.
Somebody said Paul Abdul. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Damn,
right.
yeah.
Paul
Shooby do, yeah.
Right?
Shoot, give them to me in your order too, though. You got J-Lo, right? That's Jenny. You got Paula. Come on, Count. I'm still waiting on you.
I got Janet. I'm gonna say Shantae. And
Ashanti,
yeah,
dancer.
yes. You just said to me.
Y'all,
You just said to me, Janet Jackson. I said to you what I said.
you said Ashanti,
Yeah, Shantae.
dancer, choreographer, dancer, singer, girl. Tough. She tough.
Now,
Okay, I'm gonna let you go.
Now you bitten, right?
No, go ahead.
Right? And
Ashanti, go ahead.
I ain't got a second. I'm just saying Ashanti. She ain't gotta be second. But it's a toss-up between
I think you like her eyes, nose, and mouth, man. That's why you putting her in there.
I think Aaliyah and Aaliyah.
Ashanti's over Aaliyah?
No, it's not. No.
Give me the order.
All right, gold is Janet by default. Then we have Aaliyah, Russell Wilson wife,
Sierra.
Sierra.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Wait up to law, son. What's happening?
and we got some asterisks there, right? So I got Ashanti. That's my copper. And my aluminum metal is aluminum. R&B singer. I'm gonna say Jody Watley.
On the dance vibe.
You remember Jody Watley now?
I know Jody Watley very well.
On the dance
I'm
vibe.
speaking about the dancers.
That's all Jody Watley did. I remember.
Okay. Now I'm trying to see how tough she was to get. Is she making top 5?
She got a copper medal, man. She got a copper medal.
I'm gonna give you my top 5. I'm gonna give my. I ain't speaking on them doing their own choreography. Shoot, I'm talking about doing the choreographer type dances in their acts and how good they were, performances, videos. Not that they did their own choreography.
They danced.
That wasn't one of the prerequisites.
They danced off the choreography.
Cause most of them didn't. Mostly none of them. So All right, this is my top 5. Janet Jackson at the top. Aaliyah's number 2. Sierra's number 3. Uh, he hit me with a throwback one. Paula Abdul, right? And shucks.
Yeah, see?
I'ma say J-Lo.
That cop
Number
was
5.
I think you like her eyes, nose, and mouth too.
I'ma say no, J-Lo could dance, man. She started off dancing.
I'm hip. That's all she did on coming
Yeah,
to
yeah, she was a dancer and a
Living Color, right?
choreographer.
Yeah, Living Color. I'm hip.
That's my top 5. Anybody got 5 in there? Come on. Y'all got 5 on it?
Is y'all with us?
Do y'all got 5 on it? Come on. Y'all stuck on this, John?
Jenny and Paula did.
Oh, they did their own choreography? Mate, all right, I agree with you. Shoot, I agree with that. That's 100% correct.
Yeah, Jenny from the Block and Paula Abdul, I think they did.
They did their own choreography. He's
I
right.
think Jodie Watley did too.
Did she?
I think she did, and I think that was her that was down with Shalimar. I think that was her.
Maybe. We're going to do some homework on that.
Yeah.
That was Jodie Watley down with Shalimar. I want to do some homework on that.
Yeah.
Hey, Nizzy, we talking about the top 5 R&B girl singers who could dance the best on a choreographer dance type. So, you know, that bring the dance to their act. You know, like the Sierras, the Aaliyahs, the Janet Jacksons. Who your 5, Nizzy? And we ain't going to play with it because you know how you was a dancer, too. You know how to dance. You know dance. Let's go.
They dance now. They might throw them girl out here. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy nowadays. These girls are here. They get top 5. They twerk the best and all that kind of stuff, man. You know?
Oh, Jodie Watley did too. Shoot.
That's all I'm saying. I tell you,
said she did her own choreography.
Jodie Watley was a bad John, man. She came off Soul Train.
Well, she gotta make my top 5 then, man.
Yeah, I think
if she did her own choreography, she gotta be in the top 5.
I mean,
so who I'ma knock off?
Who's the top?
I knock off at that point.
She top 5? No, ain't she getting the bronze? Are you gonna knock off Sierra or you gonna knock off
Sierra could go.
Yeah, or who else?
Go, man.
Alright. See. Alright, let me see. I don't like talking to dead though, man. It's like cause they can't defend themselves, man. Let them have their peace, man. I ain't gonna speak on Lee and all that, man. Let her have a peace, man. I mean, she earned that spot. I mean, she deucing it up.
Be honest, Aaliyah tough from Aaliyah branch to damn, somebody said April Nixon. They put me on something. Who that? I don't even know who that is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, check out my son's lineup.
What?
Beyonce, Janet Jackson, Shakira, Sierra, and J-Lo. That's a good one.
Right.
That was a good lineup, son.
Right.
Damn, he got me brain busting now. But listen, we can read, you know, we're going to have to read this up. We running out of time.
Quarter.
We running out of time. We're going to have to read this up, right?
I'm right.
But listen up, y'all. We on schedule, right? I want y'all to peep game real quick. If y'all don't see us here, y'all going to see us here, right? We get ready to take it to the next level. We told y'all that. So everything's in the making and almost a sealed deal. Give us a couple more days. Give us another week or so. And we coming with a new look. I just teased y'all with it on IG the other day, right? We get ready to film on set and take this podcast to the next level.
I think Shake over-exaggerated a little bit. It's probably going to be by the end of this time next week. You know what I mean? Right. If we put the Rocky Shap on it might be early next week.
Right. With that being said, right, we going to close out, man. We appreciated y'all once again. Thanks for coming into our world, man. We enjoyed ourselves with y'all, and we'll see y'all, man, back here Monday, 9 o'clock.
Right.
Same time, same station. We out of here, man. Assalamu alaikum. This
Wa
shit.
alaikum salam. Holla back.